Recording. Don't forget to record that one.
Guys, that camera's recording, by the way.
It's alright.
I got TV.
Vocal exercises. What we need is like
Hold on, let me zoom in.
So any of these three rows guys, when's the program? Any of these three rows, when's the
Our big story out front, shocking allegations of rape. 2 high school football players in Steubenville, Ohio, have been arrested and charged with raping a 16-year-old girl after images and stories of the alleged assault began circulating on the web.
Hello, I'm Todd Starnes. A New York City man could be facing a manslaughter charge for defending his wife against a would-be rapist.
Now, police are investigating allegations that a teenage girl camping at the Latitude Festival in Suffolk has been raped.
Detectives are now hunting a gang of 4 men in connection with the attack, which is alleged to have happened in woods on the Henham Park estate last night. Malcolm Robertson reports.
Case 1, please come to the stand. Please explain to us what happened on the 5th of March 2015.
I killed a man. It was nothing too special, too horrifying. I came across someone who deserved to die, so I put a knife in their neck. Left them lying on the floor. For 2 minutes he lay there, shuddering, spasming, dying. It was in a park at 12:21. There were 30 trees, 7 benches, 2 paths, and 1 clearing. The entire situation occurred on the bench that was furthest from the road. There were two people sitting there, a man and a woman. But the man, he was older than the girl. I was walking through, coming back from a friend's. I'd only had one drink. I don't really drink much, it's bad for the body. I was coming through, step after step after step after scream. The wind blew through the trees and the leaves rustled. Another scream. A car drove past its headlights, cutting through the darkness like a hot knife in butter. A third scream. And all was still. My head snapped to where the noise had come from, one like no other, one of genuine fear. And then I saw it, the girl on the bench. She was 15, her name Elizabeth. She went to St. Joseph's High School. She had good grades, good friends, and no worries. Her hair was strawberry blonde, her eyes hazel. She was pretty, yes, pretty in an innocent way. And she was pinned to the floor. A hand on one side of her face pushing the other into the ground, a thumb forced in her mouth. Her legs were spread wide, painfully wide, her skirt thrown up over her body. She pushed away from me, she kept pushing, but she just wasn't strong enough. For a split second, I just watched, blown away at the reality of it all. I mean, I thought this only happened on TV, only happened in films, or somewhere disconnected from me, and yet here I was, in a park at 12:21, watching. He pushed into her. I began to run, my heart jumping, racing, forced into her. I was sprinting, my breath shallow. He didn't stop. A tear rolled down her face. I reached into my pocket and grabbed the knife that I always keep on me. My vision was going, all I could see was the area ahead of me, him and her. I grabbed him by the head and shoulders and we landed about 2 feet away. Arm on his head, my leg on his gut. And then I brought the knife down hard into his sternum. He screamed, "Ah!" I pulled it out and felt little resistance and brought it down again further up into his neck. He reached up to try and get it, but his arms danced by his side, his legs jumping. I pushed him off of me. And I lay there, blood staining my clothes. 2 feet away, she cried. She sobbed. I killed the man. I killed the rapist, I killed the monster. Yet, I killed the man.
Britain's High Court has agreed to hear the case of a severely disabled man who wants a doctor to be able to kill him legally. Tony Nicklinson has been paralysed from the neck down since a stroke in 2005. He says his life is intolerable and he wants legal protection for any doctor willing to help him end it.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Vine and this is Panorama.
A mother accused of killing her bedridden daughter.
I don't use this room really, it's just, it's just Lynn's room.
What happened the night she died?
It took only an hour and 9 minutes for a jury to decide that the doctor who boasted of committing euthanasia wasn't guilty of murder. The verdict doesn't mean that the jury believed that so-called mercy killing was not a crime, because the doctor, despite his boasts, had denied the charge, full stop. But the decision has opened wide the question of whether Britain is willy-nilly moving towards an environment in which doctors may be able to help patients on their way out of this life.
Could case 2 please come to the stand? Can you please describe to us the events that occurred on January the 7th, 2015?
It started in 2008. Me and my wife Katie were on our annual holiday to Italy. We loved it there. We went to the same town, to the same square every night. And we'd dance. We loved to dance. She always knew how to make me smile. Then she just collapsed. And from that moment on, my life got turned upside down. Katie had something called locked-in syndrome. Which meant she was paralysed from the neck down. She couldn't move. She couldn't walk. She couldn't even talk to me. Eight years later, I would always sit next to her every night and hold her hand and tell her favourite stories. Just tell her what I did in my day. But she could only communicate with me through her eyes. But I can't even begin to describe just how hard it is. Not being able to hear her voice just when I need to. It tears me apart. It breaks my heart every day just to see her like that. The one person I love the most. When I look at her, I see it. Misery. Pain. Despair. And when I talk about our future together, her eyes just well up. And a tear just rolls down her face. But I held her hand so strong that not The room where she lay was just airy and cold. The doctor's just given up on her. There was nothing I could do. But I'd never forget her. Never forget just how much she brightened my day. How special she made me feel. Early the next morning, I touched her pale, soft skin and looked into those beautiful, sad eyes. And it was then when she gave me that look. Pain, misery, and death. It was then when I grabbed the pillow and
You're not, Eileen,
Okay,
what?
let's say the cops were following you.
Yeah.
Let's say they were following you and they did everything that you're saying they did.
Uh-huh.
Nonetheless,
Yeah.
you killed 7 men.
Yes, you
and I'm
did.
asking you, what got you to kill the 7
And
men?
I'm telling you because the cops let me keep killing them, Nick. Don't you get it? Yeah, thanks a lot. I lost my fucking life because of it. Couldn't even get a fair trial. Couldn't even get a fair investigation or nothing. Couldn't even have my appeals right. You sabotaged my aunt's society and the cops and the system. A raped woman got executed. It was used for books and movies and shit. Ladder climbs, your election, everything else. I got a big finger in all your faces. Thanks a lot. You're inhuman. You're an inhumane bunch of fucking living bastards and bitches. And you're gonna get your asses nuked in the end. And pretty soon it's coming.
Case 3. Eileen Carol Warnock.
Get the fuck off me!
Can you tell us what happened with the 7 dead men between October 1995 and February 2006?
They got violent with me, so I decided to defend myself. I wasn't going to let them beat the shit out of me or kill me either. The cops let me kill the rest of those guys to turn me into a serial killer. I did some soppy work, you know, and the cops knew who I was after Richard Mallory died. Bang! I left prints everywhere. I was no professional serial killer or murderer or whatever you want to call it. Those men deserve to die. Each one of them! Fire engine with me as I pointed the gun and fired the shots. Bang, 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 bang! I watched their blood pour out. Watched their bodies spasm. They deserved it.
How are you feeling about tomorrow? Are you prepared?
Oh, I'm alright with it. I'm ready to go. I've been tortured. They've been using sonic pressure on my head since 1997. They had a huge satellite on top of the compound that was rigged to crush my head and use sonic pressure continually. They've been trying to make out that I'm totally crazy. So no one believed anything I had to say about anything. I suffered so bad. I was really struggling to survive. But now I'm okay. God is going to be there, and Jesus Christ is going to be there, and all the angels and everything. It's going to be more like Star Trek, beaming me up into space, man. But I'll move on, recolonize to another planet or whatever. But whatever's in the beyond, I know it's going to be good, because I didn't do anything wrong as they said I did. And I saved a lot of people's butts from getting killed, and raped, and murdered too! Under your seats.
There are 2 cards. One green,
Innocent.
one red. Guilty.
You decide.
My fate.
My fate.
My fate.
Case number 1.
I killed a man. I killed a rapist. I killed a monster. I killed a man.
You decide. Case number 1. Innocent.
Case number 2. I killed my wife. My beautiful wife. But she was in so much pain and misery. There's nothing I could do. You decide. Case number 2, innocent.
Thank you.
Case 3.
Those bastards and bitches made me do it. They knew what they knew what I was doing. Those men deserve to die.
You decide. Case 3, guilty.
You're all in burn in hell! Ugh!
Thank you.